Hello, everybody. Welcome to a new thing we're doing here on Plotless. We're doing a podcast.
Woo,
Yay!
woo, woo, woo.
Oh no.
Okay, so here with me
Boo, you
today is
suck.
the other two main guys. First, let me introduce myself. I am Aspect Comedy, Joseph Wilson, and then there is John Jordan, who is JJ Bluefire.
Unfortunately.
And then another person from the main Plotless Productions is Ohouse.
What up, everyone?
And
Ready to
today,
start doing something different?
yeah, we're just doing something different. And today we've also got our first guest on the first edition of Plotless Podcast, Patrick Wyatt, also known as Purple Llama.
Yeah, check out my channel, YouTube, Purple Llama. No.
Yep, we'll put that in
Yep.
the
I
description,
think it's
Patrick.
quite fitting. I find it quite fitting that the person that is basically been in the first videos is our first guest.
Pretty
Yeah,
much.
You mean
that'd be
the
pretty
person
cool.
that's been in your only videos has been your first guest?
Yeah,
So,
Well,
although
yeah.
the only official plotless video, because of COVID, we haven't really been able to concentrate on plotless production stuff, and so I would say it makes it easier to focus on our own project. So all of us individually can just work on our own stuff.
it's not like we can do a lot during, lockdown.
Yeah, it's like we're kind of stuck in our house, and every day we do college work, and then we work on our own stuff. I'd love to make more lazy time stuff, but
Or
it's
more
difficult.
things just for Plotless in general.
In case
Yeah,
people don't realise, my lovely. At this point, we might as well just rename the channel to Purple Llama Comedy Skits. Seriously,
Yeah.
it's the only thing that's been on there for a while.
Well, the thing I don't think a lot of people understand is that like Plotless Production isn't mainly just a YouTube channel. It's a team. It's us three, which we create a lot of content on our own channels, and we needed a name to pretty much just bring our channels together, because we all work really hard on all of our own content, and we all work on each other's content, if it's directing or camera work and all of that. And I just thought it was really interesting to have a name which defines all of us, basically.
Good way to put it.
Yeah.
Okay, well, tell me. So, if you're what do you propose if we are going to actually make content for the channel? Do you have any ideas? Lazy Time Season 4.
Season 4, there hasn't even been a season 2.
Episode 4.
If honestly, if we could have got like a good first season out of Lazy Time if we weren't stuck inside. Yeah, we originally, but before even the first lockdown even started, we were just like, all right, we're gonna make one video a week, and we can't even make a video a week anymore.
We can't make a video a month. Can't make a video.
Well,
It
we
does.
also
It does
wanted
get
to
very
create
annoying.
more than just lazy time, didn't we?
So that's what I'm going to say. One of my ideas, which is where we basically look at short films. Where my first example will be a very funny short film, unintentionally called The Last Shot, where it's like this really bad action movie where nothing makes sense. My proposal is that we're going to basically I want to help make this show where we watch it, we critique it, and then we attempt to remake it while also explaining what we are doing better and what the audience can do better if they make a film for themselves. And eventually we will show it.
Yeah,
Hang on.
that's
You trying to say The Last Shot is a bad show?
Yeah,
Well,
it's terrible.
it's
But
very concept.
yeah, it's got a certain concept to it that we can make better. But that's John's idea. Should we explain everyone's ideas for the our own thing?
Yeah.
Okay, since John went, Ollie, would you like to go next, and then I'll go after?
Sure. So, originally when we came up with the ideas for like coming up with um plotless production work, the original idea with my ideas was to work with other filmmakers which doesn't really know how to start making films, a lot like how Patrick and Scott wanted to make films and short films and stuff of their own. And so we kind of just said, well, we'll do all the work. That's what we like doing. And then you guys can come up with like really funny stories and whatever you want and stuff. So that was my basic idea.
Well, my initial idea for Plotless was probably the weird demigod idea that I suggested before.
Yeah,
Basically, it's similar to something that I'm working on currently, but it's a lot more in depth. It could be like a weird 3-parter or whatever. But basically, it's similar to an anime called Sword Art Online. Basically, you go into like this VR thing, and it's basically a similar concept to what that game is, but it's more about demigods and like stuff like that. So like you can pick whatever god parent you want to be. You get like 3 selections, and it's like variant, and then there's this main character, and then there's all these good side characters, and it's like, yeah, that'd be pretty original, I'd say. Like apart from the VR thing, I'd say everything else within that like thing would be original, especially with the powers and all that, and the concept.
I'm already interested, to be honest.
All right.
But, I mean, I think there's lots of interesting ideas for culture and abilities and fights. Like if you wanted to have a siege of gods,
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
which might accidentally start a jihad. You know, like if you accidentally offend Allah. But yeah,
I would say the only reason why we haven't really started that is because like we do a lot of our I would say we do a lot of our like planning on actually like filming after college and stuff.
Yeah.
And like whether we actually think we've got enough time to do stuff, a lot of the time we go straight into the weekend and we're still doing college work.
Yeah, well, that's currently. Would you like to start with a few questions, considering you're the one who's usually the cameraman?
Yes. So Patrick, would you like to quickly just tell people who you are and stuff? Because we haven't really done that.
Is any of this going to be used against me in the court of law?
Possibly.
Right. If they haven't already noticed my lovely voice, I'm the angry bastard from Lazy Time.
Yeah.
Myself, I think.
So my first question is, what got you into filmmaking? Like, what is something you want to do in the future? Is acting something you want to like purely just work on?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm big on filmmaking, as you already know. I'm pushing more towards being a gamer on YouTube, but I love the idea of the filmmaking process and the stuff behind it. So I love being a part of it, being just there with you guys, doing your creative stuff, filming it, being able to take part and have a bit of fun behind the scenes with you lads. I so enjoy being an actor in them. Yeah, you've all got such different kind of ideas for how you want to do your film. So like Lazy Time, that was me and Scott's kind of thing, and you helped kind of bring it to life. And then it was just great fun because we kind of like pictured the characters of ourselves kind of thing. I'm normally quite an angry kind of gives a shit about everything but also hates everyone kind of person. And Scott's
I want to quickly ask John a question. So obviously you just finished your season 1. Obviously we weren't able to do as many episodes as you originally had planned. You didn't you end up doing just 6 episodes instead of the like 20 you wanted to do?
Well, I wanted to do like season what's it called? Like a season 1, which was meant to be 5 episodes, but because of lockdown and the time where basically you were there, we filmed all of episode 5 in one day basically, except for like scenes. There are ways I want to change up my style though. Like, there's one director that really influences me. His name is Paul W.S. Anderson. If you've seen some of his movies, he's got a very strange and fun way of like making films which look like nothing else. And hopefully I can do something similar to that, but also put my own spin on it.
Yeah. I think that's really cool.
Well, I'm in the middle of my series currently, and I'm close to finishing my stuff. But considering lockdown, it's kind of been pushed back by almost an entire year.
When we go back to college, we can probably start making a few more scenes and stuff or films.
Definitely. I've actually got a trailer to put on Plotless soon.
Oh, cool! Yeah, yeah, you should do that. We haven't uploaded anything on that for a
Yeah,
while.
it's the trailer for the thing that I've been working on that I told you guys about. And basically, these two lads that are like mates basically get into like VR games basically. Then they say about, oh yeah, there's this new one coming out and it's about anime based characters, and it's like, okay, we can choose them, and then apparently there's a randomizer option in them. So they say, okay, they betted each other something or whatever, saying that they'll beat each other with the randomizer option. So they both selected it, and then basically the entire thing is about them two characters facing off against each other. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist.
That's really
Then
cool.
they fight, and then one wins, and then yeah, pretty much the case.
Would you say this is your
Okay,
first
so-
like super visual effects heavy film that you've worked on personally?
Oof, well, I'd say it's definitely the most special effects I've ever done for a film, yeah, and I'm still working on the kinks of it, but
There's the God thing with the VR. Now there's the anime thing with the VR. Do you have some kind of VR fetish?
no, it's just
Like-
that this
Like
idea came
I can see like in 20 years, you're like some studio executive maybe, if we're lucky, and you're just there like there's like, oh, this is the best script ever. This Martin's crazy. Don't care. And then someone like Michael Bay comes on a really shitty film, and there's like a VR headset in one scene. You're like, oh, what's that?
John, no. All right, so that's all for this podcast, folks, and thanks again for Patrick Wyatt, also known as Purple Armor, for featuring on this.
YouTube's top
brother.
description, top of the description. Top of the
I'm gonna on purposely put it at the bottom.
How dare you? Well, bottom of the description, go straight there. Don't look at the rest. Bottom of the description.
So, any last words, lads?
I'll just say keep watching. If you are subscribed to Plotless or any of our YouTube channels, I know we haven't been making a lot of content, but we will get back onto that as soon as possible.